Hi, after talking about Shopify admin action, in this video we'll be talking about Shopify admin blocks. It's similar, but it will be displayed in a different way. Instead of being a quick action button as we discussed in the Shopify admin action video, this one will be a block that will be displayed in the product page, for example. As you can see right now in the screen, this is how the Shopify admin block will be displayed in the product page, but Shopify admin blocks will not be only displayed in the product page, can be displayed in the order page, customer page, and many different Shopify admin pages. So that's enough talking, and let's go back to the screen. Awesome. So in this tutorial, we will be building an admin block, and let's see the one that we will build in action first. If we go to the product page, we can scroll down and we have a block. I create an Unsplash product photo, so I pass the product title to the Unsplash API, so I can get photo based on that. For example, this one, it's a GoPro mount, and we have some GoPro mount photo that we can use in our gallery, because Unsplash has a free license photo, so it will be pretty cool to have this one. You don't have to use the Unsplash API, but this one just to showcase how you can use the Shopify admin block in your Shopify app. So let's get started. So let's start building. So I will be using the Shopify admin remix template as usual with Unsplash API for this one, but you don't have to use it. You can just return a JSON instead of using the API. And let's copy the URL and clone it. So cd Shopify dev get clone Shopify admin block, and paste it here. npm install. Awesome to have everything installed. So let's run npm run Shopify app generate extension. And this one, it will prompt us to create or connect to this one. So let's create a new one for my case. So it will be admin block demo, and let's choose admin block from the list. I will call it admin block. I will be using TypeScript and React. And after that, let's run npm run dev. This is the same command as npm run Shopify app dev. This is just for shortcut npm run dev. It will be using my default dev store, which is Elias demo store, to preview the product. Yes, automatically update the URL. This is come handy in development. And let's click on P, and it will open up the extension dev console. So we have the app and we have the admin block. Let's open up the app and install the app first. And let's go back here and click on the preview link, so we can preview the admin block. So I will be using in the product detail page. And let's close this one. As you can see here, we have app block, and this is our extension. This is the default stuff that we have here. So let's open up this stuff in Visual Studio Code, so we can see the code behind this product. So we have the Shopify template remix default content. Let's go to extension, admin block. We have the local folder for translation, this one for the app name, and this is for the welcome message in the app block. This is for the French one. And we have, this is the most important part, which is the block extension. And we are using some UI extension and we are currently targeting the admin product detail block render. And if we go to our extension TOML file, this is the available one, so we can have it in the abandoned, checkout detail, collection details, catalog, customer, company, draft order, gift a card, order details, product details, and product variant details. So in this case, it will be in the product details, and we have our extension code here. So let's update the title. So that will be Unsplash Photo or product photo. And as you can see, it's updates. So Unsplash product photo. So the first thing that we will be doing here, this data that are getting back from this hook will be getting the selected one. So if we log this stuff, so we can just inspect and go to the logs, we'll see this objects. We have data selected and we have the ID of the product. So currently we already have the ID, so we can get the title. So the first thing that we will need is the title to be passing it to Unsplash. So let's get the title first. So let's use effect and use state from React. And in the block extension we can access the Shopify admin GraphQL, and I will show you how. So let's get the product title and use effect. Let's have a function to fetch product title. It will be async, and rest await. It will be a fetch request, and we will pass in Shopify column admin / API / GraphQL .json, and it will be the method. It will be post, and the body it will be a JSON. So we will be passing the query. So let's do query, and let's close this one, and let's go here and have the query here, and we can go back to our terminal, open GG, so we can open up the GraphQL editor, and let's have the query. So it will be get product by ID, and it will be passing a variable which is the ID. It will be type of ID, and we can search for a specific product using the ID, and the only thing that we would like to get is the title in this case. So let's go back here and have our query, and let's pass the variable. So the variable will be ID, which is data dot selected, the first one dot ID, and let's get the JSON back. So that's great, and let's console log it and set the product title to will be data.products dot title. So we didn't run the function, so let's copy it and pass it here. And instead of having the welcome message, let's have the product title. So let's do Unsplash for product title, and here this one, let's call it product data, and it should be good for now. So we have our querying the product title and passing the ID, and let's go back to our stuff. As you can see here, this is the GoPro mount, this is the title of the product. It's Unsplash product photo for GoPro mount. That's great. So we built the first part of getting the product title, but the second part it will be getting the photo from Unsplash API. And let's go back to Unsplash, and you can go to Unsplash developers, click on your app, and let's create a new one. It will be demo app. Let's have it as Shopify app. So we only need the access key, and we can go to Unsplash API docs, and search products. So let's open up Postman or any API client. I will be using Postman. And I will be using this API. So I will need to get the client ID. So let's go back here, get the access ID, and we have an extra parameter which will be query, and it should be, for our case, GoPro mount. So currently we are passing the query and we are getting a list of photo, and let's have per page, let's get the 5 photo. That's great. So let's open up the URL. Let's do the regular one, so this one. Let's open it, and we have a GoPro mount photo. So because we are passing the client ID here, I don't want to run this API request in the block extension code because it will be exposed to the client. So I will be creating an API route so we can link our admin block with our Shopify app server. So let's go to the route, create new folder. It will be get photo, and let's make it route.jsx. So it will be a loader, so export constant loader, and the loader, it will be async, and the first argument is the request, which is the request is type of request. And the first thing, we need to authenticate our request so we can get back the course header. So let's go to the app index and let's import this function. And await authenticate.admin.request, and this one, in our case, it should be getting back the course that will be wrapping it in our JSON response. It will set the course header. And currently let's go back to Postman and let's get our API request. I will be using Axios, so let's have it here. I will first import Axios from Axios, and we need to install it first. So that's great. So let's install it. Let's open up terminal, npm install Axios. And in the URL we'll be having the client ID here. Let's have it as a constant, so it will be client ID, and here it will be products title. So client ID, it will be this one. And for the product title, let's get the payload from our request that will be sending from the block, and get the product title. That's great. Let's wrap this one into try and catch. And do response await exhausted request. Let's remove all of this, and here let's just console log the error. Let's see the response. So it will be an array, and we only need the URL dot regular or full. So let's just map the data. So let's do product photo, and let's map and get only, well, only would like to get the URL. So, or let's even make it much prettier, so we can do like this. And let's return it. But first of all, let's do course and wrap it in a JSON. And let's import JSON from Remix node. So JSON from Remix. We have the API route set currently using the client ID. And here, instead of getting the payload from the JSON, because in a GET request we cannot have the body data, and here instead of having it as a loader, let's have it as an action, or we can use a loader and it will be the product title. It can be a query parameter. One thing, let's open and update the URL for the API for Unsplash. It will be /search/photo instead of /photo. Instead of data, it will be data.result. So let's go back here and let's build the function. So it will be fetch product photo. It will be an async function, and here we will have res await fetch, and it will be API / get photo, and we will pass in the method. In this case it will be post, because we'll have the action. And here let's have it like this, and let's await and get the product photo. And here let's set the state for the product photo, console log that, and set it. And let's have it run here. So it will be fetch product photo, and let's another text block, so we can specify we found for this product. As you can see here, we found 5 photos for this product, and let's showcase them. So we'll have a block stack, and let's map the photo, and instead of the image, just make sure that there is some component that cannot be used in the blog extension. So you should be using the components from the Shopify UI extension React, and I will be using the image for the image. So let's have image here. You can have source, and here let's have photo index 1. And as you can see here, we have a lesser photo, but as you can see here, we have a warning that this block is too tall. So let's fix it. So instead of having block stack, let's do inline stack. And let's import it here. That's great. And as you can see here, we have, let's refresh the page. We have an app block that will display related photo using Unsplash API. So we can open up. Let's open up this one. Let's add some gap to the inline stack. Let's have it large, and for the alignment, have it center. This is how the end project looks like. So that's great. So that's it for this video. I hope you find it useful and see you on the next one.